Hello, students. Today we are going to do lesson number one of class 6 French book. The chapter name of lesson number one is Toujours les obligations. Toujours les obligations. That means always obligations, right? So, in this lesson, we'll see that there is a boy called Nicolas. He does certain activities in his daytime and he's getting obligations from his mother to do this, not to do this, etc. Let's find out. First picture, it's given Nicolas joue avec ses amis. Nicolas joue, Nicolas is playing with his friends. Avec ses amis, with his friends. What Mama is saying here, Nicolas, il faut étudier. Nicolas, you should study. Il ne faut pas jouer tout le temps. You should not play all the time. Tout le temps, all the time. Jouer, to play. You should not play all the time. Il faut means you should. This word il faut means you should. Il ne faut pas means you should not. Next, in this picture, Nicolas regarde la télé. Nicolas is watching TV. What Mama says? Nicolas, il faut aller dans ta chambre. Nicolas, you should go to your room. Il ne faut pas regarder trop la télé. You should not watch too much TV. Right? So, Mama is putting up obligations that you should do this, you should not do this, etc. Let's check in the next one. It is here. Nicolas téléphone à son ami. Nicolas calls his friend. Nicolas, what Mama is saying, Nicolas, il faut ranger ta chambre. Nicolas, you should arrange your room. Laisse le téléphone. Leave the phone. Leave the telephone. Second last picture, Nicolas mange le burger. Nicolas is eating burger. What Mama is saying, Nicolas, il ne faut pas manger the burger. You should not eat burger. Il faut manger the fruit. You should eat fruits. And what Nicolas reaction is there at last? Let's check. Toujours les obligations. Always obligations. Je n'aime pas les obligations. I don't like obligations. Obligation is an English word as well. That means certain things which you are expected to do, right? Which your parents, your guardians, your teachers expect you to do are obligations. So the chapter is all about that. All right, so let's move on to some questions, activities here. The first activity we have is this. Let me arrange it. Right. Activity number one, écris les obligations. Write the obligations. First one, mother says, il ne faut pas jouer tout le temps. One is given, you should not play all the time. You have to write remaining three. Answer is over here. Il ne faut pas regarder trop la télé. You should not watch too much TV. First is this. Second is this. Third obligation. Il ne faut pas manger le burger. You should not eat burger. And fourth one. Il ne faut pas parler trop au téléphone. You should not watch. You should not talk too much on the telephone. Let's check activity number two. What is it? Qu'est-ce qu'il faut faire? What he should do. What one should do. So here the case of Nicola. What Nicola should do. Il faut étudier. He should study. Next one is il faut aller dans ta chambre. He should go to the room. Il faut ranger la chambre. He should arrange the room. Il faut manger the fruit. He should eat fruits. So this is activity number two. Let's move on to the first category of verb in French language, that is er ending verb. In French language, there are three categories of verbs: er ending verbs, ir ending verbs, and re ending verbs. We'll get to know all these verbs one by one. In lesson number one, er. In coming lessons, we might see ir and re. So let's do er ending verb. How do we do an er ending verb conjugation in French? If I say the word conjugation, means you have to write the verb with the subject pronouns. Subject pronouns in French are je, I, tu, you, singular, il, he, elle, she, this one, je, tu, il, elle, je is I, tu is you, il, he, elle, she. Nous, we, vous, you people or you elder, Il, they, el, they. We should not pronounce it as ils, else. No, it's the same pronunciation as il is there without s. Il, same pronunciation. El, same pronunciation. Now, to write the verb, suppose this is the verb, HUGA, we have to write with all the subject pronouns and that is only our conjugation. Let's check it. How do we do? First of all, we drop ER from it. For ER ending verb, drop ER. And whatever is left after dropping ER is called stem. Stem. In this stem, we have to add the ER ending verbs ending. The ER ending verbs ending are E, ES, E, ONS, EZ, ENT. Do take a note that we cannot write E with nu and chu, EZ. No, we have to remember with which subject pronoun which ending has to go. Like je, E, chu, ES, il, LE, with nu ONS, with wu EZ, and with il and L it is ENT. So we have to put as per the subject pronouns, right? Parallelly, we can do other verbs conjugation also like regarder, étudier, jouer, etc. Same way, drop er and add the endings after it. Second verb is given over here is manger verb. Manger is to eat, and by dropping er, we'll get the stem mang. In this, we have to add the ending ese, ons, ez, ent. What one thing you have to take care of here, students, that with new subject pronoun we add extra e only with ger ending verb. So it is an er ending verb, but of course it is little extension of er, that is ger ending verb. For ger ending verb, we have to for new subject pronoun we have to add extra e to make it the conjugation. So nous mangeons, that will be the conjugation with e extra, that you have to take care of. So we are done with this uh, er ending verb conjugation. Moving on to some more verbs, er ending verbs. Let's check them. Here we go. Here are some more verbs. Parler. Je parle, tu parles, il parle, elle parle. Nous parlons, vous parlez, il, elle parle. Parler means to speak. If you say I speak, je parle. Similarly, you speak, he speaks, etc. Jouer is to play. Je joue, tu joues. PS, you will add in jouer, drop er and add il, elle joue, already written. Nous jouons, Jouons. Vous jouez, Jouez. Il, elle joue, Jouvent. You have to fill in the blank. Next, here are some more ER ending verb. Colorier to color, étudier to study, regarder to watch, monter to climb, téléphoner to call, écouter to listen. Now you have to pay attention on certain verbs as I indicated earlier. Attention, verb on GER. So attention on the verbs ending in GER like manger, ranger, voyager, nager. All are GER ending verbs. You can check GER, GER, GER. So for this, with new subject pronoun, we have to add an extra e, right? So je nage, suppose manger verb. It's a manger to eat. Je mange, mange. Tu manges, yes. Il, elle mange, e. Nous mangeons, extra e plus ons. Vous mangez, mangez. Il, elle mange, mangent. So ent will be added. Okay. Now here are a few more exercises of ER ending verbs. Let's check them. Activité 3, activity number 3. Choisis la bonne réponse. Choose the correct answer. Il, le chocolat. So mange, yes, e, and ent. These are the three options. But according to il, what do we add? We add e. So the right answer is this, second one. Second question. Nous das la maison. We, the house. Arranging. So ranger verb. Rangeons, ons. Ranger, ent. And rangeons, ons. So there are two options which has ons. And as we know that with the nous, we add ons ending only. So how to decide whether it is ons or eons? So students, as we discussed, for all that GER ending verb, we have to add an extra E. So the one which has extra E is the correct answer. So this one is the correct answer, third one. Okay, let's move ahead with the next question over here. Yes. Question number 3, Mark and Natalie. So whenever this are two names given, the treatment is done like ILS or ELS, ELLES when it's a feminine plural. L'image, colorier verb is there, ENT, EZ, Yes, what will you add? So since it is Mark and Natali, it will be treated as ILS, so it will be ENT ending. ENT for ILS we add. So ENT, this one is correct. EZ for woo and ES for tube we add. So these two are wrong. Question number 4, Toma. Toma means Thomas in English, and it's a masculine singular word. It is a male person's name. So it will be IL treatment. So we'll take it as IL is written. Okay, so according to IL, what do we write? E ending. So ES is wrong, EZ is wrong, E this one is correct. So this is the answer. Okay. Now let's move on to another very important topic in French, that is called la négation, the negation. Okay. How do we frame negative sentences in French? Okay. Even I read this for you first in French and English one I'll detail it. Pour former la phrase négative, on met non avant le verbe et pas après le verbe. Si le verbe commence par une voyelle, un H muet, on met an apostrophe au lieu de non. Right. What is that written is English translation over here. To make a negative sentence, if you have to make a sentence negative, we add no. Ne is pronounced as no, not ne, no. Before the verb and pa after the verb. Right? So if you have to make a sentence negative in French, suppose if I say je mange means I eat. If you have to make it negative, we'll say je ne mange pas. So no before the verb, pas after the verb. Let's check one example here. Je ne parle pas. So parle is the verb here. You are adding no before it and you are adding pas after it. So this is negative now. Je parle means I speak. Je ne parle pas means I don't speak. Here NE can be shortened to an apostrophe if it is occurring in front of a vowel, like A is the vowel, or silent H. So it will be an apostrophe. In name pa, he doesn't like. Okay. So this is the negative construction on, and the following exercise activity is based on negation itself. So let's check. Tu parles français? Question mark. Do you speak French? We have to make it negative. So we'll add no before the verb, parle is the verb, no before it, and pas after it. Tu ne parles pas français? Question mark will be retained as it is. Elle chante bien, she sings well. You have to make negative no before the verb chante and pas after the verb chante. Elle ne chante pas bien, she doesn't sing well. J'étudie, I study. Je n'étudie pas. Here, an apostrophe. Hope you understand why is it so, because this is followed by E, is a vowel. Nous colorions l'image, we are coloring the image. Nous ne colorions pas l'image, we are not coloring the image picture. So no and pas in between verb. Il range la chambre. Range is the verb. So no pas will come where? Before range no and after range pas. Il ne range pas la chambre. Il faut étudier. Il ne faut pas étudier. So faut is the verb. There are two verbs in it. Faut and étudier both. But we'll put for the first one here. Il ne faut pas étudier. Right? So this is negative sentences, students in French. Let's check some more exercises coming up. Since we have already discussed ER ending verbs, so we'll be doing it little quick. Let's say first three questions we'll do, and we'll move on to the next. This is also for all the ER ending verbs. Complete les phrases avec les verbes donnés. Complete the sentences with the verbs given. What are the verbs? Chanter ER, habiter ER, ranger ER, étudier ER, regarder ER, écouter ER, parler ER, arriver ER, nager ER, and téléphoner ER. All these are ER ending verbs. So ER ending verbs rule you have to apply here. That is to drop ER first and add EESE, ONS, ENT. So check. First one. Chanter verb. Drop ER and add according to tu ES. CHANT. ES I have added according to tu. Tu chantes bien. You sing well. Chanter means to sing. Habiter, to live. Je habite à Paris. I live in Paris. So J apostrophe is written because H is considered to be silent H here. That's why it is J apostrophe à Paris. I live in Paris. And according to je, we have to add E after dropping ER. Third one, ranger, drop ER. And what you have to add? ES according to you. Tu ranges les feuilles. You are arranging the sheets. So first three questions we have discussed, students. Similar way you have to do étudier, regarder, écouter. I must tell you the translation. Étudier means to study, regarder is to watch, écouter to listen, parler to speak, arriver to reach or arrive, nager is to swim, telephone is to call someone on phone, over the phone. And this we don't have to do as per your syllabus. We have to do last question, that is question number 10. Let's practice it. Question number 10, you can see in this, what we have to do? We have to make the sentences negative. مثل fragile form negative. Put the sentences into negative form. How do we do? We have to first identify the verb in the sentence and put no before it and pa after it. Je bavarde beaucoup. I gossip a lot. So you have to write before bavarde no and after bavarde pa. Je ne bavarde pas beaucoup. I don't gossip a lot. Second, tu chantes la chanson. You are singing the song. Tu ne chantes pas la chanson. No before it, pa after it. Mes parents donnent le cadeau. My parents are giving the gift. Mes parents ne donnent pas le cadeau. My parents are not giving gift. Question number 4. Nous écoutons la radio. We are listening radio. Nous n'écoutons pas la radio. We are not listening radio. Hope you understand. Écouter is the verb, an apostrophe before it, and pas after it. An apostrophe because it's a vowel. Question number 5. Paul and Peter ferment la porte. Paul and Peter are closing the door. So Paul et Peter ne ferment pas la porte. So no before ferme, this is the verb, and pas after it. Marie habite à Paris. Habite is the verb, so no will come before it and pas after it. Marie n'habite pas à Paris. Marie doesn't live in Paris. Right? So students, this is the explanation of all the activities and the exercise. We have some more tests also we have to do in our syllabus. So that also I'll be carrying on. There are 10 questions in it which we'll practice right now. Je, according to je, what is the ending you have to add? So choisis les terminaisons manquantes du verbe. Choose the endings which is missing from the verb er, and that is e. So you have to add e according to je. ONS will be added according to nu, ES will be added according to tu. According to je, E. Right answer is first one. Second, il raconte, choisis les terminaisons, same thing, you have to choose the endings. So il also will take same ending as je, E. ONS, ENT. ENT is for ILS, ELLES, ONS for nu. Question number 3 is tu, chante verb conjugation, so it will be ES. The tu, it is ES. According to fourth one, j'habite, it will be E ending. J'habite, you have to conjugate this verb, so E. Nous, by this time you know well that ranger is GER ending verb, it will take extra E and ONS. Some students might take this in hurry, but this is wrong. Okay, it's not only ONS but EONS that you have to take care of. Now, moving ahead with this question number 6, conjugate, je and aimer, jouer. So first of all, j'aime and jouer will be written as it is, like I like to play, j'aime jouer. So second verb will be into same form, infinitive, no change, but first verb will be conjugated, j'aime. So er ending verb, drop er from here, add e. Next, mais pluriel put into plural. Tu bavardes beaucoup, you gossip a lot. So tu will be changed to vous into plural. Tu is singular, vous is plural. Bavad es will be changed ez according to vous. And beaucoup, a lot, is an adverb, will remain same. Question number 8. Major pluriel, change into plural. Il travaille à l'hôpital. Il will be changed to ILS because it's a plural of this. He, they. Travail, E will be ended at ENT because it's a plural. À l'hôpital, in the hospital, will remain same. Question number 9. Major negative, put into negative. Je regarde la télé, I watch TV. So, je means I. So, I have to put into negative as je ne regarde pas la télé. So, regarde is a verb. Now will be written before, pas will be written after la télé. Je ne regarde pas la télé, I don't watch TV. Question number 10 and last question of this small test. Méthode négatif, il adore les chiens. He likes dogs. So it will be il n'adore pas les chiens. He doesn't like dogs. So n'adore, an apostrophe here, pas here, les chiens, the dogs. Okay. So students, this was the last exercise or the activity we have to do from lesson number 1. We have finished lesson number 1, exercises, activities and translation. You are supposed to revise them well, and a few questions which I didn't attempt, I want you to do them. Practice ER ending verb well, and some endings that will help you a lot. So that much for lesson number 1. Au revoir, bonne journée.